Good evening, everyone, or good morning, or good afternoon, or wherever you are. How is everyone doing? Hope you're all doing well. Nice to see you. Back on the big farm. How are we doing? Renee, Ham and Eggs, Iceberg, Farmer Shadow. Thank you very much for the super chat, Farmer Shadow. Hope you're doing well, Ham and Eggs. Hope that recovery is going well. Who else we got in? Jan, nice to see you, mate. Randy, Welsh, Danny, Wolfie, Parker, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Rion, how are you, mate? Welsh, who have we got? Bill, Alan Shearer, nice to see you too, Alan. How's it going? FarmSim, good to see you. Hope everyone's well. Right, we're going to jump straight into this now. My cache is reloading because I've changed my graphic settings. So if I get a few stutters, I am sorry. But we are going to go straight in with... no worries, Nicole. We're going to go straight in with a lime. So, plan tonight. Let's talk you through what we're going to do tonight. We have got everything kind of ready for a bit of seeding. So, if you remember, we've got that wheat field up the top there. You can just see it on the horizon where we took the bales off in the last episode. And then we've got the wheat fields that we harvested in the first... probably I think it was the first episode, wasn't it? Well, those and the sorghum field are both ready. Well, these two have been limed, haven't they? We're going to lime the sorghum field. We're going to cultivate the sorghum field. In fact, we're going to cultivate... see that little line between these two fields still? We're going to join these into one massive field as well. So that'd be quite good fun. So yeah, spread the lime first. Get that done. Seeders all ready, sitting here, prepped. Loaded up, good to go. So there we go. Easy, how you doing, Big H? The Sim Guy has reached 70 subs. Congratulations, mate. And Farmer Shadow, how you doing? Right. If it's not big enough, just make it bigger. I forget how much country I'm in here. Oh, the Jake brake on this Volvo is nice. Now, I can't remember if this lime spreader is full or whether or not I'm going to actually get a full... You paused the Venga boys to say hello. Well, I am privileged. I'm not entirely sure what warranted that level of acknowledgement, but the Venga boys... Right, let us hold up here. Let's get this tilted. Jake brake is brilliant on this. Right. I think I need to leave the truck running. Yeah. Right. Now, I'm kind of hoping there's... oh, there's not much left in here. I think I might not get all of this in. We might have to do some... cheaty loading of the trailer. We'll see. We'll see how we get on. See how we get on. So, how's everybody's week been so far? I hope you've had a good one. A week today? A week today? No. A week tomorrow. Oh, good one, FSG. You absolute buffoon. That is not how you unload. Is it close enough? Yeah, week today. FarmCon beckons, so I'm looking forward to that. Flights are booked. Hire car sorted. Navigator confirmed. Hey, Jan. We are good to go. Good week in school. You can't be far off finishing up for the summer holidays, can you, Rian? Must be just about that time as well, mustn't it? Right. Let us... there we go. Now we're talking. Big guns are out. See how far we can get with this. Leave the engine running. 3 weeks, very good. My my guys finish Thursday this week. Always finish a bit earlier in Scotland. Right. Let's spread some lime quickly. Let's get this done. That trailer is single-handedly one of the best best things in that DLC. More so, I've not really driven the tractors, but that that trailer has become a staple. First ever footy tournament. What? Where does he play? Welsh? Which position? Probably a new Lintner mod. You never know, Richard. Good evening, Mrs. Prof. Nice to see you. You okay? Right, let's see how far we can get with this. Remember, headlands are usually what chew through the most lime, but this is a fairly big field. I think we can get all the way around. I think we might be alright. We'll see. Good evening, Cher. Nice to see you. Left mid. The Ryan Giggs position. Not a winger. Central mid. Righty-ho. Short run along the bottom, which is good. So I think we're looking good here. Remember, headlands take up the majority of the field in some cases. It can be up to 50%, can't it? Farmer Ty, how are you, mate? Nice to see you. From Wyoming. Great. The great state of Wyoming. I have an affinity, never been, have an affinity with it after surviving Wyoming. Evening, Chad, how are you? Nice to see you. 118 in already. Brilliant to have so many of you in so quick. Don't forget to hit that old like button. He's a City fan, though. It's alright, it always happens with the... Mrs. FSG has just delivered the nectar. Thank you, my darling. She looks after me well, she does. So my big news this week, remember I showed you the picture of the horse? Was it last week I showed you that picture? Well, it arrived on Monday. So I have spent the last 3, including tonight, up at the stables, getting it sorted. And the daughter sorted. So, all good so far, I can report. Miss Tilly is happy in her new home. There we go, 25% left, so I am going to take this opportunity to refill while we're here. And it does make me wonder now if there's enough in here. That'll be the last beer I can afford here. And some. Yeah. That's it. Well, I've already got the Discovery FarmSim. The horse box is, I'm sure, on the... Well, she got a bit to go before. She wants to do competitions, and she's quite good at jumping, but she's... needs a little bit more coaching, I think. So I think I can save myself for another few months or something. I say month. Notice I said months, not years. I don't mind Mrs. FSG bought this. I'm so tired. This will send me if I'm asleep. Second half of the stream is me just asleep. Cheers, everyone. Oh, that's quite nice. Don't know what that is. We may not reach check-in on Thursday. Nürburgring's a bit further north than I thought. Well, I did request one of the 2 cars I talked to you about. Let's see if they've got one. Wish we were going to the ring. Not in a hire car, FarmSim. I guess that becomes a very expensive trip for me. Corbin, it is just past 8 PM in the evening. Oh, good, we only did 1 headland there, that's good. I was going to go around again, but I don't need to. Excellent. We should whip up and down this quite quickly. These hills are so steep. Look at this. Struggling to get up to pace here. 9 PM. Sorry, Cranky. Yes. I don't know. Everything's wrong. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Yeah, properly steep hills these. You don't really notice them when you're kind of just looking around the map, but once you're in the fields, my goodness, they're big. Nothing yet, Gavin. No, guiding the steering have been very quiet. So I don't know what's happening with guidance steering. Or VCA, to be honest. VCA has been incredibly quiet since they released that first beta way back when. So, FSG's already at FarmCon time. Yes! Oh, thank you, Karen. Yeah, no, we're got some interesting news on, which I completely missed because I was so busy. But some interesting news on Project Motor Racing as well. We've got some of the career mode stuff, which looks very interesting. Gotta say, looks great. So, yeah, I should probably do a bit of a follow-up on that. At some point, I am looking forward to that, to be honest. It'll be a real challenge to be able to do FarmSim content and play that when it comes out. It'll be good. Adventurous Stick. How's it going? Been a while since I last watched the stream. Been trying hard to watch a Montana one live. Being from Montana. What is the map called? This is called Judith Plains by DJ Modding. If you do exclamation mark map in the chat there, you'll get a link to it to download it. Go on, let me get to the end of the road. 9%, 8, 7. Are we going to make it? 6, 5. Oh, we are, I think. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh! Yes! I just love it when that happens. That never happens. Totally planned it. Totally planned. Now we'll find out there's nothing left in the truck here, is there? Or certainly not a full load. Yeah, thought as much. Look away now. It's quicker than going... We could go and fill up. We could do the whole realism thing, but... Let's be honest, we've got a lot to do tonight, so... And I haven't done an episode yet where I've not managed to achieve everything I set out to do, so... We ain't going to do that tonight. For streaming, exactly. Just edit that out of the vid. Realism is key. Realism is the F12 key. There you go. Look at that curve in the road and the little waterfall and the lake there. Isn't it nice? Such a nice map. How's your map going, FarmSim? Are you... farm going? Just over there. Neighbour. My neighbour. It is only PC, yes, unfortunately, stick. It's because it's 4X. And it's quite well optimized, but it still obviously takes a little bit more of a hit than the luxury of a smaller map. FS19, I would love to go back to Bull Scout. If that map comes out, 100% I'm doing a series on it. 100%. Saving up for FarmCon next year? Nice. 4X map is something different. A foreign exchange map. Right. Ooh. Did I ever build Mrs. FSG? Not yet. No. Oh yeah, thank you, FarmSim. Good reminder. So we now, if you're a member of the channel, which I know a lot of you are, we have got a Judith Plains server live now, thanks to Jan for doing all the work to get it ready. So, thank you, Jan. But yeah, we have got a members-only private server starting with pretty much nothing. So, build it up, get it started, like, build from there. So, probably contracts and things to start with to get enough money to start buying your own equipment. I don't think you've got a farm, have we, Jan? I think we've just got a... We've just got a caravan and a truck is all we start with. So... There we go. I am excited for FarmCon, because I'm kind of hoping, although they've not said anything, they've given nothing away yet, I'm hoping we see the Scottish map for the first time. Jacob, nice to see you. How are you? FS19, yeah. That's how old it was. No farm yet. Got 900k in the bank already. Superb. Not hanging around, you boys. Every time we put a server up, it's like, this'll slow them down. No, they just grind it extremely quickly. I like it, though. I like that kind of attitude. Right. There we go. I'm going to have to move all this stuff away. I'm getting too much stuff. I still need to put my shed up. I'm going to take a leaf out of Crank's book and put one on this little field, this grass field next to the farm. Oh, I'm just taking out half my corn there. Yeah, somewhere in this field I think we're going to put a big machinery shed. We have got machinery shed, there you go. Welsh, the obligatory sign at knockover. Hey Ben, how you doing, mate? A map to start a series on? Let's just roll this pocket here. There we go. Damien, this is Judith Plains. Oh, I did not mean to do that. This is Judith Plains by TJ Modding. If you do exclamation mark map, you will get a link to it. You got 4 of Argsies, the big ones. Oh, that's not a bad call, actually. You could have them in a circle. Alright, I'm just abandoning this stuff back on the yard for now. We can clear the decks for the case. Go, and let's get this home as well. And yeah, we'll throw the cultivator in this now. Good night, Rian. Thanks for hanging out. Sleep well. Good luck in the footy. Is that where the pole dancers come from? Oh, just had a mental picture of Argsy pole dancing. Good job Rian's away. Right, let's drop this down the side of the... Basically, the amount of stuff just abandoned on the grass is quite embarrassing, but... a matter of time before we resolve that issue. There we go, it's just been too much work on. MTK Sim, how are you? Nice to see. I didn't even see it and it makes me feel a little bit queasy. I did say I was going to sell this 8RX, didn't I? It is quite an expensive tractor just to be collecting dust there. Oh, I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I need the 715. So before we head down to the sorghum field, we'll just join those two fields together. Don't sell the 8RX. I am doing well. I am doing well, my friend. Thank you for asking. Scarred for life. There you go, Chinook. You're welcome. I was just checking to see if he was still here. Henny, nice to see you again, my friend. So here's what we're going to do here. We are going to... Now, interestingly, the edges of the field are slightly different, aren't they? So, let's just go at an angle here to join things up. Ben? Judith Plains every day of the week for me. Every day of the week. Give yourself a good challenge. We are going to go for allow crate fields. Lower it down. If anybody else is like me, completely forget to turn off allow create fields after you've finished. Pretty standard fare for me to do that. We'll do that. Turn it around. Sell the case. No worries, Daniel. Appreciate you dropping in no matter what time of the stream is. Oh, that's interesting. It left that. Did I drop that so late that it did that? I don't think so. That could be. Okay, that's... Oh, I know why that is. I didn't. Yeah, there we go. For some reason, well, I actively turned off create fields just to avoid ploughing up the roads or anything. But I must have pressed it a bit early. There we go. So, YV, let's just get this strip done. I always think this is quite cool. Oh, it was set already. Typical. You don't own that piece of land. Do now. That's a good point, actually. I wonder if I wonder if it will let me plant on this. It must do. If it's letting me plough it, it must do. We'll see. Could be fun. We'll soon find out anyway. I think you can buy all the roads and stuff here anyway. And the bits in between field. We'll see. Possibly iceberg. We'll find out. If we can't plant, we can't plant. Usually there's a bit of a tell when it doesn't redraw the... so if I go... Is it going to trigger that? Yeah, see, look, it's drawing the GPS behind, closing off the field. So I think it should work. We'll see. 7 mil for that strip. Yeah, feels overkill. Right, you lot. According to this, there's 170 of you watching and 69 likes. Now, much as that's a good number, let's get it higher. Come on, if you're having fun, go and give it a little pat. As Postman Pat going, I know. About manager pays me. Right, I'm gonna trim this off at an angle. There we go, so it's a bit easier to seed later on. There we go. I'm going to go back for that bit of grass that stayed up before. Oh, slight overlap there, don't want that. There we go. Right. Job done, that looks not bad. Now obviously, that's quite a big chunk there on the GPS. I'm trying to decide what I do, to be honest. I'll GPS this. That corner I think might need a little bit of extra TLC at the end. Right, let's cultivate this. This shouldn't take long either with this. Moves at pretty good speed, this. 7 mil. Jeez. Yes, YouTube. Welcome, welcome. I'm looking for a good map to start from scratch. We'll sell everything. Every sell point. And flat, no trees. Any ideas? Trying to think. I mean, you've got Ola's Frontier map. You can remove the trees from that, I think. Although there's a big hill in the middle of it. Although it's not that big a hill. You could flatten that. There's probably a flat map out there, which is just an empty map with a shop and a sell everything sell point. There's usually a few of those floating around on the non mod hub sites. I think, did I see somebody had released a new map the other day that was you know, a pretty basic start from scratch kind of map. Four Fields. Maybe it was that, yeah. Yeah, check out Four Fields, Daniel. Look at that, down to 9 miles an hour. Oh, how is that cedar going to get up here? That 9RX is going to be a challenge for this. We'll see. Maybe there's enough power in it. Oh, was it Omatana, was it? There you go. I knew it was one of the first ladies of FarmSim. Grumpy Grey, nice to see you. Elm Creek is coming back. Thanks for reminding me, Cher. I'll make sure I do not download or play with that. Jack. Plowed 87, 86, 89, 90, 72, 70 and 71 all together. I did a corn harvest and it took me 10 hours with one hot. Right, we're going to look at that. 87, 86, 89, 90, 72, 70 and 71. Right. Where are you? 87, 86, 70, 72, 89, 90 and 70. Oh my god. That basically... Oh, geez, oh. Fair play. That is a good effort. Survival ×4 by Kite. I've been so busy this last probably week that I've not even seen what's come out in the mod hub, to be honest. Well, we should have gone and looked at the cows, shouldn't we? 200 cows. Getting ahead of myself there. 200 cows in our cow shed. They probably need some food, actually. Oz is the other side of the fence. Has anybody playing Ray County? What does everybody think of Ray County? The fields are deceptively big for a standard size map, especially if you're running small equipment. And I've total flaw in the herdsman. There's no milk. It's all beef. So I'm gonna have to build a new shed, which I'm not sure how I'm gonna do with no money, but the 09, 10, 11 AR came out that was basically installed. So I did see that, Corbin, and then I was like, I thought I already have that. So he must have released it for PC earlier in the year. I kind of thought I got it from the mod hub, but I think he must have released it on Facebook for PC, and that's the all platforms version. Got rid of the pig farm and put a dairy shed there. Oh, that's a good call, Brian. Yeah, I'm not going to touch the pigs. Yeah, Arrow's doing God's work at the moment, isn't he, on the mod front? So I'm using Arrow's more visual. I'm not using realistic livestock on this save. I'm using that on the herdsman, but on this one, his more visual animals mod with the base game. It's great to have so many animals in the field. Might have to buy a big bud to pull a cedar up that hill. I know, right? Going to be interesting. Chair doesn't do pigs. Say nothing. There's a joke in there about my younger years. Oh, I'm going to have to check that customer logos one out. That sounds great. You know my love of a logo. Right, how are we doing for time? Right, half an hour in already, and we've got this cultivated. That is good. That means seeding next. Cows, sheep, goats, and chickens on Franken. You are keeping yourself busy there, Karen. Wow. I think that's the only time you can in the base game. This is why I love realistic animals. In the base game, you can manage all of those animals because they don't need looking after that much. Keep them fed. You're pretty good, aren't you? Collect the eggs and the wool. Yeah, you're in a pretty good spot. Right, it won't take us long to do this. And then we will. I wonder if we just quickly check the pigs. We place a logo on a tipping tray, the logo stays in place when the trailer raises. Oh, okay, yeah. I used to do that on when I used to put them manually on using Giant's Editor. If you don't get it on the right plane, it that used to be able to happen. I used to have it on doors of stuff, and you'd open the door and the logo would just sit there hovering in midair. So hopefully it'll fix that pretty quick. What do you reckon? 2 more passes and then we're onto the headlands. That has taken no time at all. We are down to 7 miles an hour. Oh, 6. Come on, we're right in the peak of the hill here. There we go. Now, question. Do we put tram lines in? What do we reckon, folks? Tram lines legit for North America? For wheat? If we're doing wheat? Or should we just go with row crops? Jack says no. I think, yeah, I don't believe they're a thing in the US, are they? No, it's a resounding no. I'm not. No, I'm going to use the Rugator from the pack for liquid, for herbicide and liquid. So I definitely don't. Fine, done. I didn't think it was a US thing. In Illinois, they do for wheat. There you go. Interesting. So my question is now, this is me learning something. Why do they not use tram lines? Is it because you plant them further apart than we do in Europe? "30 inches, yeah. So you plant wider apart. Whereas in the UK, land is such a like a sparse commodity. We've got to cram as much seed in the ground as we can." Right, deal. We're not doing it. That was a resounding no from the crew. 20-inch, yeah, okay. There you go. Hey, another post gone. Yeah, we'll definitely put row crops on the tractors. That's fine. And the Regator and the 4940 both got row crops on, or narrows anyway, so we should be good. We should be good. Many of those go flying, but magically they come back. The Wire Witch, so I feel I'm keeping the local signage crew in business. Right, here we go. Headlands already, look at that. Probably only it's taken us about 10 minutes to do this, that's good. And then we're going to fire up that big old... See, I have not used a big drill like that in 25 yet, I don't think. So, this is going to be good. Do else? Velcro numbers on the back so I can keep updating it. Why am I missing a row here? Where's my half row? There's a half row somewhere that's... There it is. Yeah, we've only got one headland. I feel I may have lifted this a little too early on some of the headlands now. We'll see. My friend works in Newcastle Council. On the traffic lights and signs would be... He'd be getting so much overtime he wouldn't know what to do with it. Steinbor, yes, it is from the new DLC, mate. Yes. Feel free to chuck FarmSimGuy in the creator code if you want to pick it up. Yeah, it's a nice bit of kit. This nice bit of kit. Ah, look, They're stuck where I knocked over the sign. Means we can get an ice cream at the bottom. Hey Drums, how are you, mate? Hey Hodge, nice to see you, buddy. Yeah, they can't move past the sign, that's funny. That is funny. Well, I'm not going to stop them. I mean, literally, just drive around it. Not that difficult. Overthinking it, guys. This is when I find out I've still got create fields on. Oh, alright, we got away with it. We got away with it. I am not moving that out of point of principle. That basically is me admitting that I did it. Yeah, I knew I'd lifted a couple of times short here. Maybe. Maybe they are, Daniel. They're like, look at that guy. His shiny red tractor. Oh look, I left 2 strips down here. Although that's okay, because that now means I don't have to drive over the entire field. Let's go and tidy up those bits that we missed on the overlap. This side. Oh look, it was 2 headlands. Look at that. School bus stops there. Oh, they're away now. Oh look, the sign's magically pinged back up. Or disappeared. Has it disappeared? Oh no, it's still there. Causing another jam now. Not the cleverest, are they? Bless them. Right. Finishing touches. I think we'll probably just use the GPS for... The in-game GPS is good. It's a bit annoying on corners. I do, Fiona. I didn't think I did, but that was quite apparently a second turn at the end there, wasn't it? Tony, yeah, it's working pretty well at the moment. I think people are complaining that you can get more yield in the base game if you just do all the stuff than you do with Precision Farm, but I think it's probably a little bit more realistic. I mean, there's elements of the... You're never going to get 150% of your... or 200% of your yield in every part of every field, so... I'm okay with the fact that some of the soil and the edges of the field and things like that, you don't get as much yield out of. That's life, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm okay with that. Exactly needs more drums. My point exactly. Dare I say, it simulates real life better. People moan it's not a simulator, and then they put stuff like that in, and people moan. In-game GPS is, I agree with you, Jan. It's probably not as fully functional as something like VCA or the other one, guidance steering. There we go. Been so long since we've had it, I've forgotten what it's called. I'll put it down to the tiredness. The PF, yeah, the soil map in Ray County is epic. Like properly realistic. The edge of the field, like the yield just tanks, which is pretty standard for a field, right? That's the bit that it's got hedgerows next to it and things like that, so it's not going to have that stuff. Right. Right, down and back, and look at this, perfect. here's what I'm going to do, actually. I had a look on this. I'm going to run that. So, field, is it 75? Was it 70? Field 75, yes. $53,000 contract. So we're going to take that, and I'm just going to throw this over there on course plate and let it get on with it. So to one of the American farmers I watch, we might use 500 plus tractors here in the UK, only on up to 8-metre machines that they'd think were small. Yeah. So I went. There's a farm down near my folks down in Cheshire, who have a quad track, 620 quad track, massive quad track, and they only pull, I think, an 8-metre drill and a 8-metre cultivator and stuff like that. And it's not because it's the mud, it's the soil. It's really heavy clay soil. I think they've got a ripper as well for certain fields, so they can go deep with the ripper. That does need all the horsepower, but it means that they can run a lot faster in the more powerful tractor than they could on a small tractor. That's the problem. Most of the time, you can't get them down the roads. They have a shuttle. They run quad bikes up the road to stop traffic when they're moving it. Because if you met one, there's nowhere to go. Interestingly, George, I said, and I kind of agree with needs more drums now. I think the last patch makes it playable now. Like, properly. There's a few little annoying visual glitches, but in general it works now. But yeah, no, I think it's starting to get there. Yeah, last decent DLC was pretty good as well. JCB, where do you want to be by the time you're done with Ray County? I just want it to be a profitable farm, JCB. I want to be able to have animals on it that bring in an income, crops that bring in an income. At the end of the year, we're turning a profit. Even if it's a small profit, we're turning a profit. That would be nice. That would be us having achieved what we set out to do. It's about time I threw realistic weather back in as well. How do you get your moisture down as I harvest my fields at 100%? Oh dear. Wait. You've got a newfound respect, Welsh. You're like, it's going to be easier if I reverse. The herd! How are you? Nice to see you. Rebuild the moisture map. There you go, Oz. Oz all over it. Right, there we go. Done. Right, how do I get to 75? What's the best way of getting to 75? I think... yeah, we have no option. We just run along the road, don't we? It's gonna be fun. Dodging cars. What tractor do I want for Ray County? Probably something more modern. But not big. I don't need anything bigger, really. Horsepower-wise, you don't need much. On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. Let's hope nobody tries to pass me with auto driving. So yeah, Do you have? I don't think... Had it gone that far, Jan? Has it gone that far? No. I think I might still be using the old version. Sorry. Oh, karaoke is back. I apologise ahead of time for my singing. I would get out of a cab if I drove a tractor for the day hoarse from singing. I would have the radio cranked, smashing out the tunes. I'm a drummer and I still sing. Not the best. What's the old phrase? Sing like nobody's listening, dance like nobody's watching. What would the tunes be? An eclectic mix, FarmSim. Everything from the Beatles to Taylor Swift, with some pretty mad 90s house music in there as well. Which was my penchant during my younger years. There was two, I don't know what it's like in the US, but in the UK there was two schools in the 90s of music. There was the Britpop guys, so Oasis, Blur, Pulp, all these cool bands, and I liked them as well. There was good music, and I still like them now. But I was in the house music. Original Moby before he went a bit chill, and yeah, all the big kind of mega clubs, all that stuff. Cream. Great. But then but I also love me some Iron Maiden. Can't beat a bit of Iron Maiden. No grunge. No grunge for me, no. No garage either. Yeah, it's up the classic rock. Beatles, Led Zeppelin. Oh, I have a joke. I have a Rolling Stones joke. Have you heard the Scottish version of a Rolling Stones song? Hey, MacLeod, get off of my U. A little bit. That could be also be a New Zealand joke. Right, nearly there. Yeah, there you go. Drums, it's a good one, that. Always like that. But yeah, like 80s like Aerosmith and people like that. Brilliant. Bon Jovi. I love ACDC. I still love ACDC to this day. ACDC are playing in Edinburgh at Murrayfield in the summer. I'm definitely going to do my best to get tickets for that. And interestingly, my son at 16 is a massive ACDC fan. Yes, classic Kiss as well. All of those bands, absolutely brilliant. But I was less inclined to. I mean, there's a few in there. Less Aussie inclined, interestingly, no, for no reason, and I just didn't end up listening to him a lot. As a person, though, what a ledge. Right. Are we good in here? Are you going to let me play? There we go. Fieldwork settings, 18 meters. Let's do 3 headlands. Let's keep it wide. Let's start on the center. I'm going to fold it all back up now. And that again. Taking a while. Oh, I love some country. I love country music too. I am in no way picky. I always played Murrayfield in the summer as well. Let me move it rather than letting it go from there, or it'll just grump at me. Yo, right, you. There we go. I'm gonna make some money. Oh, look at that! 56 minutes. So it's gonna finish at the roughly the same time as we finish the stream, hopefully. Right. We shall waste no more time. Let's get going with this. Thin Lizzie, also good. Dun 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 dun. Bit of smoke on the water. That was Thin Lizzie, wasn't it? I'm gonna embarrass myself now by going, no, that was Supertramp. There's a band. Deep Purple, see? Okay, we are going to, of course, not do headlands first. That would be silly. We are going to do this, and we are going to do 2 headlands. Okay, right. So, oh, we could do this edge though. Could start here. Hey Tim, how you doing, mate? Oh, chat's popping off now. Robert, are you going to make a similar series to Surviving Wyoming? Have you watched The Herdsman yet? That's my starter for 10. We may do more in the future. These cedars are the bomb. We've got the full rig here. Let's see how we get on with this. Yeah, Fleetwood Mac. I love Fleetwood Mac because of Formula 1. I discovered Fleetwood Mac through Formula 1 originally. Right, spinning it up. Solid fertilizer. Oh, we're going to chew through fertilizer. Look at this. Oh, lower it down, lower it down. Are we? Oh, switch to the right thing. Are we going? Are we going? Let's turn this on. Yes, look at that. The Who, yeah, brilliant. Eagle, all good. All good. Now, if copyright wasn't a thing, we'd just be sitting on Spotify now going through this. Sound of Silence by, is it Disturbed to do the Sound of Silence? They're brilliant. Beastie Boys. What is that noise? Like, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Do 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 do. I'm skipping rows. Quo. Legends. Welsh. If you don't love a bit of quo, are you even British? Right, we are motor. I am confident here. No tram lines defined. Although they did do a Man U song, so they kind of went down quite considerably in my estimation by doing that. Ultravox. Ultravox, that means nothing to me. Oh, we know Iggy Pop. Hey, Virtual Farming Life, nice to see you. It's gonna haunt me, that sound now. Now, don't fold up. A cop in your town was the drummer for Iggy Pop for it. What a claim to fame! That's mad. Google Homeboy, the Holland T9, new Holland T9 and the new John Deere 9RX. Where are they? I'm sure somebody at Giants is having fun with this, aren't they? Oh, like, can I put these sounds in and get away with it? Oh, look at those green strips in the little mini-map in the corner. Be free with me, FS22 is so much better by far. I would have said that for a while, I don't think so anymore. I've ironed the glitches out now. I think there's a few little bits and pieces that need resolving, but we've got the majority of the mods. In fact, I think now, on average, compared to 22, there's more mods than we had at this time in 22. And actually, when you go back and play 22, you notice the difference quite quickly. Ah! Yeah, it's here. It's right here. You don't see it. Right, fine. Fine, I'll go to this one. And you can go, oh yeah, there you go. No more FOMO. Yes, UK maps are sparse, which is interesting because there were so many of them in 22, and US maps were sparse. Do they have a mod to upgrade my PC? Oh, if only that was a thing. I'm going to download a new graphics card, and I'm going to download a new processor. And everything starts running better. Not lost on me that I had to shell out for a new graphics card, even though my current graphics card was way above the minimum specs. So I still think their game is not well optimized. Nicole Pitchers, thoughts on being able to do sod farming? I think it's quite niche, isn't it? Hard as it is hard. Yeah. Yeah, the world got expensive, right? The world definitely got expensive. There you go, Nibe. Good to hear it, mate. Good to hear it. But in reality, I think kind of... I can't believe there's anything in FS25 that is so intensive that you couldn't run, it couldn't be better optimized. I think it's basically the game code is now what the fact that they've built it at a certain... in a certain way, which helps because we get all the mods, right? But also that's the thing that holds it back from being able to optimize it a little bit better. It's a bit of a trade-off, isn't it? Almost 80 people that can still like the video. Thanks, Tim. Yes! Hit the like button. It helps me. Google Homeboy, delete that straight away. King Mods is absolute trash. How do you know it's even the latest version? Go direct to the GitHub and get the legit version that you know is safe. Never go to King Mods again. Cheers, Tim. Take care, my friend. Nice to see you. Thanks for dropping in, as always. Always nice to see you. Seems like all gaming companies use the first after release. It's lame, right? It is lame. Just because you've got the internet to update your game doesn't mean you should release a subpar game. Get off the fence, MSG. City Skylines coming up on 2 years. Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? It's bad. It's a trade-off, right? They don't want to pay loads of people to do testing because they'll find stuff. I'm glad. I know people are up in arms, and I'm kind of disappointed because I want to play it. But I'm glad that they went, you know what, it's just not going to be good enough if we rush it. Let's just take our time and get it right. I like that. I like that a lot. And this is a good juncture, by the way, to shout out the gang at Thrustmaster. I'm going to be on the Thrustmaster stand at FarmCon. So any of you are going, I don't know who's going or not, but if you're going to go, you want to come and see me, I will be on the Thrustmaster stand for a bit. Otherwise, I will be recording a video of the weekend, so you can check it out there too. So on this point, they are sponsoring the stream tonight, so I'm going to run this little vid. If you give it your attention for 30 seconds, and we will be back, still planting. I have been a fan of Thrustmaster and was already an avid user of their products for a long time. I like the high build quality and the ingenuity they put into them. Take the eSwap controller with its built-in steering module, which is brilliant if you don't have the desire or space for a wheel, or the ingenious SimTask bracket that angles your standard Thrustmaster T128 or 248 racing wheel into a tractor or truck configuration. And of course, the new Farm Stick. As far as I'm concerned, the best value for money upgrade for your farming simulator setup you can get. And you now have the opportunity to support the channel at no extra cost to you by buying directly from Thrustmaster.com. All you need to do is select your location, which includes countries in the UK, Europe, North America, South America and the Far East, and search for the product that you want. Once you've added that purchase to your basket, you just need to add my creator code, THEFARMSIMGUY, and check out as normal. And by adding my code, you're directly supporting the channel through a small commission that I receive from Thrustmaster. And the best bit? It's not just the Farm Stick and SimTask range, my code is accepted for any product on the Thrustmaster site. So if you're into flight sim or sim racing, my code works across all platforms. In addition, Thrustmaster have committed to prize giveaways on the channel too, so stay tuned and you could be in with a chance of winning some Thrustmaster goodies at some point in the future. Of course, the choice where you buy your products is still entirely up to you, but if you want to support the channel at no extra cost, you know you can do this through Thrustmaster.com. For now, that's enough of this. Let's get back to the farm. Take care. See you soon. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Even chance to stop. Robert, I got a oh, what am I doing? I got a 5060. And it was less than 450 UK. I don't know what that is in where you are, or if you're in the UK, but the performance difference is outstanding. Are you planting? You don't look like you're seeding. Oh, it turned off. That's me being a doofus. JCB, I grew up on a farm. My dad's a farmer. So that's where I kind of found the love for farming. Even though I didn't do it, I didn't stay and do agriculture. I went to the big city and did marketing. But always loved the farm, always loved being on the farm growing up. Always worked on the farm in the summers and things like that. So and then discovering Farming Simulator, it's like the best of both worlds. It is like the best of both worlds. Bearded Ginger, good cards. The old 1970s got brilliant reviews when they came out. And slightly more cost effective than an Nvidia card as well. Are you going to either Hanover or Lama this early next year? What's happening in Hanover? Virtual? I'm going to I'll definitely be at Lama in January, I think, for sure. Ah, MTK, thank you, mate. Yeah, we're enjoying it. It's good. Agritech? No, I'm not going to Agritechnica, no. I might be going to Gamescom in... oh, I can't remember where it is now. Cologne, I think? Mid-August. But no, I'm not going to Agritechnica. Oh, no worries, Virtual. It definitely helps. I mean, obviously, that you've got other wheels, but if you want to use a farm stick, especially if you're on console, you need the wheel as well, because there isn't enough keybinds, and you can't remap them on console like you can on PC, so... definitely a combo of wheel and farm stick will help you there. This game yearns for vineyard Kubotas. Well, it is a gardening and golf course tractor, isn't it? It is. If you come from the UK, I'm not sure anybody's using Kubotas for real farming. He's retired now, JCB, but he He was back in the day, he was a Ford man. And then went to New Holland after that. Although he does drive for the local contractor still, he's got a little case. 165, which he hauls. He's doing well, he's 82? No, 81. Doing him out of years here, and he still drives. Back to Lama, hey Jan. A bitterly cold January, and not for you, you're like probably summer for you. There goes another sign. Oh, there's the dog. Nice, I like that. MTK. That's what multiplayer's all about, isn't it? Yeah, see? I think they're trying to push into bigger tractors. They've got, I mean, the big one's quite a nice tractor, actually. Although I have to say that they had a big stand at the Highland Show at the weekend. And, like, the interiors, like, you've got, if you sit in a New Holland or a Case or a John Deere or a Fendt, I mean, it's computer screens and it's well kitted out. When you get in one of them, it's a bit plasticky. We're smashing through this, aren't we? We'll, and we never went and looked at the cows either, did we? We'll finish this field, and then we'll go and look at the cows, and then we'll jump into the sorghum field, which I'm nervous about, actually. Getting up that hill is going to be interesting. I did go to the Highland Show, Sim Guy, yes. I wasn't going to. And then, I know one of the girls there, Hannah, is a friend of ours, and she hooked us up with some tickets last minute, so we all went, and my daughter wanted to see the show jumping, so we did that, and yeah, it was a good day out. Bright sunshine, very nice day, interspersed with monsoon-like heavy downpours. It was good. It was good. MTK. Argsy and I met because we started our channels probably within a month or so of each other, and we both had the wild idea of trying to grow our numbers by posting on the Farming Simulator forums. And there was a thing when you posted your post, if you then commented on it, it bumped it back to the top of the forum. So we ended up just logging in and bumping our video posts over the top of each other, to the point that we had just got in touch with each other, and I went, hey, I see you're doing what I'm doing, and we just kind of struck up a chat from there. Yeah. And now I've met him 3 times. He's flown across the world 3 times. I have not flown across the world. Well, to be fair, I did go to Wisconsin. I did not, Martin, but I have been in that, not at the Highland Show, but we used to do that at the Cheshire Show back in the day. Yeah. JCB, no, he did not. He was old 7610, 7810, a TW15. You know, they were the 3 main ones. We had the very first fast track on demo as well for a summer, so I drove that when we were hauling grain, and it was really funny because all the guys that worked on the farm who drove the tractors were old school. So when this thing came in, they were like, oh, I'm not driving that, that looks rubbish, I'm not touching that. So I got it. I was like, okay. I was like 18. I was like, sweet, best summer ever. And it was brilliant. Ahead of its time. Oh, TW15 special tractor. Oh, we are. We are. Oxy brought his wife over to Edinburgh. They stayed with us. Brilliant. I mean, that's just what's brilliant. There's people in this chat who get, like, Jan and Mark Haythornthwaite. Simguy was with us at Lama as well. Farmer Ed Gaming. Welsh, you were at Lama as well, weren't you, mate? Farmer Sim. Now he's off because he's got a numb backside. So yeah, no, it's like you build a proper little community. I think it's because we all like the game, right? That's the beauty of it. Everybody has something in common, and the game brings them together. It's good. And Cher, there you go. I was looking in the chat for you, Cher. I was like, is Cher still here? So Cher was there too. Cher always brings me chocolate. Bad for me. Was very good. Oh yeah. The big dog, Mr. Sealy P. Such a gent, that guy. He's just so nice. The godfather of FarmSim, but without any of the slightly aggressive tendencies. See, Cher, you wouldn't miss it for the world now, would you? Right, we are motoring. 2 passes left, and then we'll rattle off the headland. I should do it. Oh, so it'll be good. Road trip, mate. I think we'd go even if Giants weren't there now. He is genuinely a ledge. There's Mr. Sealy Pete. Top guy. Apparently you pulled this year, shit. Oh, did you? I love the fact you say apparently, so you don't know. Oh, 53% done in the cultivating contract as well. Nice. Daggerwin is an interesting character. He keeps himself very much to himself. Doesn't get involved particularly in the giant side of things or events and things like that. So no, I have not. And I don't think many people have either. He's happy doing his own thing. Doing his own content. But yeah, a lot of people are into FarmSim because of him, so yeah. Do 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 do. Right, there we go. That is the middle of the field done already. I'm impressed with how quickly we have done that. He does. That's a good summation. Google. There's another top bloke, Scroft. Just and Beanie. What a lovely couple of people they are. I love Scroft's real life stuff he's doing at the moment. It's great. Yeah, there's a few people like that. It's like like DJ and Clutch as well. It's although I know Clutch has been a bit quieter recently on the teamy stuff on the FarmSim news and stuff, but you kind of find a partner you play with, and it kind of just kind of works both ways. It's good. All right, headlands. Here we go. It's a good question. So I think console makes up about 70% of the FarmSim player base. Believe it or not, we're the anomaly. We're the nerds that play it all the time, day in, day out. I think a lot of people play on console though, and I think Mr. CLP's done a brilliant job of building up his community being console players. So it's a hard one, right? DJ tries to do a bit of both, but I think yeah he's got that one stitched up quite nicely, which is good, and it's a point of difference, which is great. But it's easily accessible, isn't it? Do you know what, Welsh? We haven't even talked about it yet. That's exactly it, Virtual. It's if you think you see it at the shows and you see it at the events, the amount of kids walking around in Grassmen gear, and you know, I went to the Caleb Cooper show early in the year, right? And it's all kids. It's massively kids. I am trying to reverse a air cart. Never a good idea. And the majority of kids ain't gonna have a gaming PC setup, and they're probably not interested in courseplay and things like that to start with. So console's a great way of getting into it, and the amount of people who got into like virtual farming saying that, you know, you start on console and you if you really get into it, you kind of evolve and expand. Yeah, free to play. They do the releases, don't they? So download it for the hell of it, and the rest is history. I think there's a few people in that boat. A few people can, yeah, join that rationale for sure. Look at that. This is a good job. Well done, this, isn't it? And we've not needed to refill at any point, which is nice. Yeah, Vax. Yeah, once it sucks you in, you're done for. Epic, the epic release. Yeah, always helpful. That was me for 17, and then didn't think about doing a channel or anything like that. And then 2 years into FS19, I went, well, I'll give this a go. And there we go. Any ideas when the update's coming? Update next patch, Roosters. No official news yet. No official news yet. Chewing through some seed there. There we go. Interestingly, on the mini-map, it's showing a strip where we've put the two fields together, but it's given it Giving it a seeded here. We'll see what happens with that. Actually, that's interesting. Right, there we go. I have to get this bit in the corner here. It's going to annoy me otherwise. That was 2 PCs ago. Oh, 2 PCs ago. It's like a measure of years. It's like my farm sim can be measured in PCs as well. PCs and graphics cards. I remember back, way back, 3 graphics cards ago. Let's see if I can reverse this without it concertinaing straight away. Impossible with so many moving parts. The guys that do this in real life are absolute geniuses. Right, there we go. I'm gonna fold it up anyway. We'll run down to the sorghum field in a bit. It's going to be interesting seeing us get up the hill, isn't it? Is that right, Oz? You just started last year and now you're cranking out mods for it. That is a meteoric rise. That is impressive. Right, I'm going to go through the obligatory refill. I'll come back to that in a minute. Let's look at that. Needs rolling. Oh, right. Roller. Right, in fact, I'm going to write that out. I always forget to roll. I'll try and optimize this as much as possible. Right, let's have a look at the cows, because I want you to see how good this looks. Take care, Fiona. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you soon. Yeah, another herdsman coming on Sunday. You might only get the herdsman the next couple of weeks, purely because I'll be at FarmCon and I'll be short on time, and unfortunately I'm in London with work the start of next week, so I can't even play catch up and line stuff up before I leave. So yeah, you're going to be stuck without me for a bit. Look how good this looks. With the arrows, more animals, more visual animals. Just cows everywhere, 200 of them. Absolutely brilliant. It's a simple mod, but it just adds so much to the game. That feels like a proper game now. Instead of having 200 cows and you can see 20 of them. And look, no performance issues. They're all moving about. Everything's nice and smooth still. Textures are all in place. Giants are like, yeah, we wouldn't do that. It would just chew through too much performance. That is called, and it won't show in my mods here, it is called More Animals or something like that. It's from Arrow, the same guy that does realistic livestock. I'm not using realistic. No, I'm not Welsh at the moment. I kind of thought I would, because we've got so much field work going on. I just put a lot of cows in, so they'd eat through a lot of food, so we could do a lot of feeding that way. But I haven't put it on yet. I may turn it on in the future though. Hey, Jamie. Had to put YouTube off. More visual animals, thank you, Oz. Right, where is it? I can never find the trigger here. Somewhere here. Come on, where is it? Open storage dialog, there we go. I want... So we've found the perfect recipe is 1 straw bale and... 2 hay bales to start with. Rice, cotton, corn and soy. This game is insanely accurate. That's nice when it comes from a farmer. It's always a trade-off, right? Between the people who want a hardcore sim and the people who just want to have a bit of fun and play with tractors and plant crops and stuff. So it's not an easy thing to do to keep everybody happy, as we know. But I think they do a good job, combined with the modders who bring the more simulation elements I think that are missing. Sometimes you kind of wish Giants did it, but equally we know from past that when they try and implement a mod, they kind of strip it back a bit as well. Seasons being the perfect example. Seasons in 19 was phenomenal. Why not just implement that in 22? But they did a lighter weight version of it, and it just didn't work as well. You wish they had row crop. Like, the only problem with that is it's that's a very American thing. We don't have row crop in the UK or anywhere in Europe. So it's like, do you do it one way or the other? I don't know. Yeah, hay drying, rotting bales, things like that. They're pretty basic, aren't they? Crop moisture's another one. Maybe in 28. Well, yeah, you never know. You never know. Right, there we go. We have forage, so we'll top it up with... I did say I was going to get some mineral feed. I haven't got any yet, but I don't think it has a massive impact. It still ends up being TMR, doesn't it? It'll probably cost you a load. What do you mean by actual row crop? As in 30-inch or 20-inch rows. They don't plant them like that in Europe. There we go. Let's check how much we've got in here. Actually, I didn't realise we could store things like alfalfa hay, and we've got 60,000 litres in here. There we go. It's changed colour. Magic. Measures pretty much spot on. I want to check actually, because we do have some grass sitting still in. Yeah, still 90. Needs to come down a bit. We've probably got about 80,000 litres sitting in these two forage wagons still, which couldn't fit in, so I need to throw that in at some point. Oh. It's almost a bit too light, this tractor. Look at the back end slide in there on that turn. Then it's alright when you get on the straight and narrow. Schweissing Panhof makes my PC scream for help, but the map is so good. It is a good map. I love Schweissing. Greg Mawson, nice to see you, mate. How are you? Boss Tembo. And the South Africans are in force tonight. Nice to see. Actually, I fed them at the end of the last episode. How quickly are they eating? This'll help. 100,000 litres in there. That'll keep them going for a bit. They're brand new in, so their health is low at the moment. But that'll kick in over the next few hours, I think. Right, there we go. That's that done. Right, how are we? 20 minutes. Can we get the sorghum field planted in 20 minutes? What do we think? If we do, that's us set out to do everything that we started out at the beginning of the evening, which would be another result. Let's shut the gates. 200 cows running around the fields. We don't need that. Right. Let's get on with it. Oh, look, I totally missed the bottom of the field there. Well, that's poor form. We better sort that on the way down. No. Alright, Cranky. No need to be like that. No worries, Oz. Take care, man. Catch you soon. Oh, there's a lot of room for improvement. Wiley. A lot of room for improvement. I don't think they've covered themselves in glory with the way they've handled the bugs and the updates for 25. But once it's ironed out, I mean, 22 was... Once they had issues with 22, once they were sorted, it was... We had 2 years of brilliant play and brilliant mods with it, and I think we'll see the same with 25. I have not been to Finland, no. I would love to go to Finland. Right, look, I lifted too soon here as well, so I'm going to have to run back along there. When's the next update of what? Video update? Channel update? Oh, I'd love to come to Valtra. Love Valtra tractors. They're very popular in the UK these days. Very popular in the UK. This is nice. The fact that the game can follow field edges like that. It's great. A beautiful thing. Yeah, I think you're right, Cranky. I've got 15 minutes. Not see me doing the whole field, but we'll get close, and that's good enough for me. Yeah, FS, it's almost like Giants breathed a sigh of relief when Flight Sim 24 came out a couple of weeks later and was buggy as well. Probably took the heat off them. Yeah, I don't know, FarmSim. They don't tend to tell us until usually a day or so beforehand. So we are in the dark. Probably won't be super quick unless it's a small patch. Because the problem is, PC's not an issue. It's console. They have to pay quite a lot of money, I think, to do a release on PlayStation and Xbox, and it has to be tested, and it takes quite a long time to get. So they try and cram as many fixes in as possible. So they'd probably bundle some up and do it in one go rather than rush another one out. Thunderbird, hi, FarmSim guy. Where is the Welker Farms map? It's in Montana. No, I don't know. I don't know. I've not spoken to Mapper's Paradise for a while, actually, so I know he's working on it, but he also has a busy day job and a busy life, so I think it has to fit in around that. So I think it has points at which it has to go on the back burner for a bit, and then he'll come around. Everyone around is getting rid of their vouchers because the local dealership is struggling to provide adequate support. See, that's a shame, isn't it? I think the duty is on the dealer there to hire some more folks, right? That is them, Mike. That is them. I can run down here, can't I? Headland 2. A realistic livestock experience would be nice. Proper birthing and milking, dosing livestock. Yeah, I kind of hope that realistic livestock evolves into that. It would be good. I don't think it would be that intensive. It's scripting, isn't it? Well, maybe it would be. It would have to be done very well so it didn't kind of clog up your processor over time. Okay, we're going to get to the bottom of this hill and we're going to find out what's going to happen, aren't we? 3 fields of wheat done though, that's good. Try and rotate our crops a bit. We've got corn next door. Could have probably put some corn in these and put other crops in there, but the window of opportunity for seeding and planting wasn't quite there, so... Skip row again, just to help the turn. Okay, 5 miles an hour, 4 miles an hour, 3. Oh, okay, we're picking up again. This is the steepest bit. Look at that, he's struggling. He is struggling. Come on. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. I'm just watching now. So next time I'm going to come down on this row next to us, because then the next in the middle there, it's a bit shallower. And it does get a little bit steeper there, but if I've got a little bit of a run on it, I might do alright. 3. We're going to do it. We're going to do it. There we go, we're over the top. And this, crikey, this is a... What am I running this at? This is... This is a... I think I maxed this out as well. 691 horsepower. Both of them are 691s. Whew. Not even sure the big bud's that. I love the detail. Look at the detail going on, the kind of nitrogen adjuster and variable seed rate and things like that. So good. That is called, Corbin, that is called the Garage Mod by Oz, who just left to go to bed. Absolutely brilliant. Simple, but brilliant. Trent, I am down in field 71. So I'm gonna not skip a row this time, and we're gonna run downhill on this steep bit, and then hopefully run uphill on the less steep bit. He says, wishful thinking. I tend to needs more drums. Yeah, it should auto calculate for the crop you're putting in. The only thing I would say is, and it's slightly the wrong way around to you would do it in real life, is lime after you've seeded, because then you know how much lime to put on the crops. Somebody said you can either over lime it if you wanted. What are the horsepower requirements for the seeder? Good question. 500 for the... And obviously there's not one for that. So 500. So I'm rocking another 190 horsepower over and above the requirements for the seeder. But of course you're pulling a big air cart behind it as well, which doesn't have a horsepower rating against it, but it does have a weight penalty. You're saying lime first, then seed. Oh, crikey, we went off... No, what I'm actually saying, which will get you a more accurate lime application, is put your lime on after you've seeded. But it's not realistic. You wouldn't have a lime after you'd seeded. in real life. But obviously, like the green bar at the top there, the amount of lime you need for one crop isn't the same as you need for another, so that's why I like the liquid lime mod. This is a bit more like a sprayer, isn't it? Lined up again now. I thought if your lime wants to grow in the field... Oh, I'll need to test that actually, Mike. I'm going back to my 22 days, because again, I've done all my liming beforehand. I got a 5060 graphics card, because all I do on this computer is play FarmSim, so I didn't need anything more exotic than that. But because it's got 16 gig of VRAM in it, and it's a modern card, the jump in performance from the 3070 was night and day. Night and day. Come on, old girl. Even though you're not old, you're relatively new. But you're very new. I mean, we'll see if I let me just put... If I go to the map here and go to pH, actually it's given us not about... I'm over in some areas because now you can turn that off in the settings and have it a nice smooth green all the way around, but I actually quite like this. Is a bit more realistic. Basically, I overloaded on the lime at certain points. I just went from a 1080 to a 9070. You think you will not know you're born, Opus. Do I get a steady 60 frames? Yes, at 1440 at 2K, not at 4K. But I do run my graphics crazy high. I go and hack the game XML. I prefer sharpness and quality over frame rate. Anything, as long as it stays over 30 FPS, I'm not fussed. I think it's smooth enough at 30 FPS. I would like 60. I get 60 most of the time, but certain maps or certain areas of certain maps will drop. Yeah, maybe fatter tracks would work as well, Driz. Oh, I'll just do this here. Okay. Overcooked it there. But wasn't the news on the 5080 that it because I was like, oh, do I upgrade for the edit suite to a 500 series card? And then all the stats were like 4090s pretty much up there as a good pretty much up there as a still one of the top cards, so I don't think I need to update that anytime quick. I went from rendering on my old graphics card, took me an hour. If I did a 20-25 minute YouTube vid, took an hour to render, and then I put a 4090 in and I can render out a video in about 6 or 7 minutes. Nuts. My 4090 is another 6 or 7 years, or I'll be sleeping on the sofa. Love it. What's the phrase? I used to do a lot of cycling, and I used to have very expensive bikes. And there's a phrase in the cycling community. It probably goes the same for computer gear, right? My biggest fear is that if I die, my wife sells my bikes for what I told her I bought them for. Yeah, like, buy a sofa bed, Strody. Problem solved. Yeah, that's what we were saying, Brandon. $7,900 XTX. Yeah, they're rapid as well. Oh, no way, Craig. That's mad, isn't it? So he was driving for DPD and he was banned. Ooh, somebody's going to get the book thrown at them, aren't they? Daniel, is it better to stream with 1 or 2 PCs if you have slow internet? I probably won't make much of a difference, to be honest. It depends. If you're streaming a multiplayer, you might have an impact. If you've got slow internet, so you're doing multiplayer and streaming from the same PC, but usually one PC isn't the limiting factor. Internet connection isn't the limited factor with one PC. One PC is, can your graphics card handle playing the game and also recording and encoding and spitting it back out without dropping frames. That's why I went to a 2 PC setup, because I like to run it at a high res. I was at the limit of my card, which wanted to, yeah, when it got too busy, first thing it did was throw frames out of the OBS. So I split them up. Right, here we go. Cranky, I'm not far off, mate. Come on, we're on headlands. Alright, there's one strip. I know there's one. And we finished our cultivation down here as well, so we can collect that contract as well. 53 grand. Thank you very much. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah, it's bad, isn't it? That and the amount of people on the roads who are uninsured is scary. McGarrett, how are you, man? Ham, take care, buddy. Hope you're okay. Keep that physio and rehab going, mate. We can do that corner without having to... Look at that. Look at that. What a beautiful curved edge. Right, I think I might run down here. I am and I will. Good man. Right, we'll go up the shallow a bit and then we'll run down this strip in the middle. The shop menu, you mean in the game or the mod, Oz's mod? It can be hard. It's definitely a lift. But Garrett, I am very much still using Sim Dashboard, yes. Enjoying it. I see it got patched the other day. I think it was struggling a bit after 1.9. And then they released a patch for it. It updated the other day, so that's good. If VCA comes out, I'll be updating them. Come on. We are... Alright, we're going to be like a minute or two late. That's okay. We still got the job done. Yeah, my fans don't go up, but it can be... Especially when you go in to look at specific vehicles, it can slow things up a bit. Well, I think I'm using you a good man. Not one of the unsavoury people who's just taken my screen and chopped it up and butchered it and put it out as their own. There's a few of them kicking about. You can usually tell, though. Yeah, headland at the top, down this middle row, tidy up the bits and pieces. Oh, I might have to do a couple along the top. Yeah, ice cream van. Between him and the creepy boss. Take care, Jan. Thanks again for setting up the server. Everybody, we set up a Judith Plains multiplayer member server this week. Well, Jan, when I say we, Jan did. Had nothing to do with it. Which is why I'm grateful for my brilliant admins who keep things ticking over. So, if you want to play on Judith Plains, starting out with nothing, I think they've already got up to 900k in the bank from contracts. They don't own a farm or anything, so they've got to build up to that. So it should be a nice little challenge. I don't know what the ultimate outcome is, but usually with those guys it's into the multi-millions. Production's going, the whole 9 yards. Take care, Karen. Cheers, Sim Guy. Thanks everyone who's heading off now. I appreciate you hanging out. I know it's late in the UK for us, so always appreciate it. Right. There we go. Your car's dashcam's got the accident. Well, there you go. He's not going to have a... Literally not going to have a leg to stand on. Right, here we go. One more pass. And we did what we set out to do. I am slightly surprised and also slightly chuffed that we managed that. I wasn't expected to do all of this tonight. I genuinely thought this field wasn't going to make it. So, top job. Can't beat it with this seeder and setup though. Even if that noise has driven me slightly insane. Alan, all the best mate. Thank you for hanging out. This is us. Done for the night. Yeah, like I said, next week we won't be on because I will be on my way back from London and then jumping straight on a plane to FarmCon. But we will we'll have a herdsman out on the Sunday. Tractor would have been. Favourite British band? Oh, too many, Jordan. I don't have a specific one. Too many. It'd be boring to say something like the Beatles, but it's mood based. But Garrett, I would say if you're starting out, a Thrustmaster T128 or a T248 with a farm stick. The best combo. No worries, Rowan. I haven't. No, I was reading about that the other day, Sarge. People sound just dropping out. I saw it. Was it FS Club had a Facebook post on it? No, it's not happened to me at all. Which is interesting. There we go. Job done. Nice one. I've got flickering tyres though. Let's go in cab so we don't have to worry about that anymore and change the FOV because it's my new pet hate. FOVs being too close in. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm sure it'll be fixed in the next patch. Job done. I'm glad that wheat's in. That was going to take. I thought that was going to take a while, but no, all good. I think we're pretty close to corn harvest now. That'll be our next gig. Either that or another round of grass. Although, do I? I mean, we could sell it, but there we go. Right. I'm going to roll onto the road and then just pull it up on the grass field here. We've still got the cornfield at the top. The wheat field, beg your pardon, at the top. We haven't done anything with that yet, but we could put a different crop in that, I think. So, hey Massey, how you doing, mate? There we go. That will do us, I think. Sorted. There we go. On that note, I will say a big thank you once again to all of you. Great fun. Great chatting. Good laugh. Love that chat about music as well. Really good fun. So, have a great rest of your week. Yeah. FarmCon next week. We shall report back at some point. But until then, take care. I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.